This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we need to understand the ecosystem of Elastic. So basically, it's very confusing for me also after so many of years of work. So initially, we got one product which is called Elasticsearch. Okay, now Elasticsearch initially were used for basically for website searches. Okay, so when Elasticsearch was launched and anyone wants to implement the list like a Google searches, right? Website searches, and that means if you want to add search functionality, you can integrate with Elasticsearch. Okay, and after that, it also people started using for logs storage actually. So you have a log store, you can store logs here, and clustered Elasticsearch clusters you can create, and then you can store the logs and using DSL queries. Okay, using DSL queries you can search the logs into that. So that's how one implementations for Elasticsearch. Later on, Elastic Search become a company something like called Elastic. They started calling Elastic instead of Elasticsearch, and they started focusing on the different domains. So uh, till here it was a kind of log storage and searches, but now they branded started doing the brand for the log monitoring solutions. Okay, in that what they did, they collect the log, okay, and then store the log and then explore and dashboard or alerts. These are the three things they started doing it. So how they started doing it? So they were collecting the logs through beats, elastic beats, elastic beats. If you search for this elastic beats here, see this one. So they will collect the logs and store in the database, which is they call it Elasticsearch, which they had it already. Okay, and then after that, using there's one dashboard they created. The dashboard was
Your screen got stuck. I don't know if it is just for me.
is it problem?
No, it
Yeah,
is fine.
now it is good.
Okay. So they have a beats for collecting the logs. Then they used to store in the Elasticsearch, and through Kibana, there's a dashboarding solution they used to display. That means Kibana will read the log from the Elasticsearch, and Elasticsearch will get the log from the beats. Now there were different types of beats they had. Let me show you. See here, file beat, metric beat, packet beat, main log beats, audio beats, heartbeats. So file beat was for collecting the logs from the file. Metric beat for the all the Linux metrics. Okay, and WinLog beat is for the Windows metrics. Packet beat for the network monitoring, some audit related data audio beat, and this was for the checking the hard uptime for some application services and all. So these are the beats we had. So this will collect the data stored in the Elasticsearch and then Kibana will display. We started calling this one ELK stack. Okay, so still many people are using ELK stack. Now after some time, they added one more utility, and that is called Logstash. Here, same architecture, but they added Logstash. So what used to happen, whatever the logs you collect here or data, you will clean this data, parse this data, you will bring into the structure and then store it. Structure. So unstructured data to structured data or any aggregation or something you can do through Logstash. Okay. So if you search for Logstash here, this is the tool. See. Okay. So input, filter and output. So it will clean the data. So this stack we started calling ELBK. E for Elastic, L for Logstash, B for Beats, and K for Kivana. So here we started calling here also ELK. EL means Logstash. So earlier we had this one and then we got this one. Are you understanding?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So now this is the old stack. In this you have to learn Beats, Logstash, Elasticsearch, Kivana. 4 tools you have to learn. Now if you go to this one, LMS, you have ELK videos already. See, 22, 23, 24, and some fundamentals. Okay, so this is the, you have the video. So what we are covering today. So now Elastic as a company, they transform into, we don't call it ELKBK or whatever it is, we call it Elastic Observability. They again transform this company. Okay, and so now question is, what is observability? So now you know that, right? Observability is something like, as part of observability we do infra monitoring, correct, log monitoring, APM, synthetic, RAM, correct now? So all this data we collect, right, and then we store, and then we do the dashboard and alert, correct, and explore also. So this is something which we call it observability. So what kind of data we store? Metrics, M, events, L, and trace. These all are trace, which we have covered in multiple sessions already in the previous session, right? Got it? So now what we started calling Elastic Observability. So now let's go to their website and let's try to understand how they have designed. So this is their home website, and mind it, Elasticsearch, this one is open source, but this is the paid solutions. Okay, so now if you see that here, Elasticsearch they have, so which are the use cases you have in Elasticsearch, they have put it up here. But if you see here, solutions, complete observability, which includes the log analytics, infrastructure, digital experience, no, this one we call it a digital experience, synthetic and RAM, real user monitoring. See here, read this, improve user experience with real user monitoring, synthetic testing and uptime monitoring, application monitoring, which includes APM and errors and stuff like that. And nowadays you know that the time has come for the AI and ML. So every product, every company is integrating with AI. And security, because security is called SIM, so they have this one. So what I am covering today, this part, observability, in short, this one. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Okay, so Elastic Observability, they had two options. which you might have noticed actually. Cloud-based, hosted, and there's a serverless also. While creating the account just few minutes back, you might have seen this. Serverless, I have not tried it. I was also getting a little confused, so I opted for cloud hosted. So this is the account which I created here. That means it's a trial account, you have to pay for it, but you can go for a few days trial and that should be okay actually. Okay, so now here you can do complete things. So now let's understand this UI. Anyone can start the things. So here, first thing, where is the infrastructure monitoring? So here you have the first thing, if you remember, infrastructure. This one. Okay. Now here we have applications. Here, if you go to this part, here you have synthetic, you have user experience RAM and traces APM. So all these three traces is combined here. Infrastructure, you have complete details. Okay, I'm wondering logs has been removed here. Other tools they migrated to logs. Here you see. So logs here, alerting here you have, dashboard here you have, and if anything you stored at Elastic, you can discover here. Okay, so this is the complete details what you have. Recently they have added machine learnings. So in fact I have not explored this part actually. So this is a machine learning part and some alerting AI solutions you have got here actually. So this is the observability. So how do we get started? So yes, we have to start with some data, right? So how do we add the data? So if you go to add data here, now they'll ask you, hey, what do you want to monitor? You want to monitor host, Kubernetes, application, cloud. Okay, so host means Linux, Windows, and stuff like that. Any IP address. Kubernetes if you want to monitor. Applications means trace, synthetic, and all. RAM, and cloud means if you want to fetch the data from the AWS or Azure or whatever it is. Apart from that, you may have a multiple other integrations also. So what do we do? So now we'll start with host. So for that I need to create one account. So just give me a few seconds.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so I got one machine. Now let me do the putty. And user is Ubuntu. Okay, so this is the machine where I'm trying. So let's try. So if you go to Elastic back here, I have to first do host monitoring. This will get you the agent install. So now if you see that, monitor your host using agent. Now this agent can gather two things, metrics and logs together. Okay. Now if you go back, there is one more agent which we have, open telemetry agent. So see here, Elastic agent developed by Elastic, which will gather the logs and metrics. Open telemetry agent has been developed by community Open Telemetry, and basically Open Telemetry is a new concept where uh, they can gather the matrices from the any they don't need to be installed. Actually, they can gather at the some endpoints just like a Prometheus, but you have to enable some code level and stuff like that. So we'll go for the traditional one, uh, Elastic Agent. So click on it. Now depends on your applications. You see, by default, this agent will scan Apache. I don't have installed. Docker, no. Nginx, MySQL, and all. So few other applications will be scanned. That means these are the inbuilt actually, but you can enable other stuff also. But unfortunately, just I'm having nothing installed. It's a fresh machine, so you can copy this and run. It's a web script. This will install. You have keys here. Okay, so here it says, hey, do you want to collect these logs? Yes, you can customize the logs also later. And we are installing the agent.
So can you please go back to that ELK screen? Just uh,
This is a web script. You don't have to worry about. Uh, they will automatically detect and install the latest version of Elastic Agent, and it's almost done. So you see here, this is completed. Now they are detecting the data. It will take a couple of seconds. They this will do two things. Metrics means CPU, RAM, disk, network, and Apache. Here it was shown. They will Apache metrics, Docker metrics, and all stuff like that. But now you say I want custom metrics. So custom metrics, we have to configure the agent for a little bit extra. Now you see, visualize your data. Now data has come, and you can explore the data, which is a discovery part also. You can do that. So now see here, it's done. Now you have to remember, you have to spend good amount of time in this. That means if you want to enable some more options, some extra things, that's a file. You want to disable, that's a file. Okay, so this is the most important file. And if you want to add some more logs locations, this is the main file which you can use it. You see it's inside a input.d. So all which keep in mind, this is the one. Okay, Elastic Agent is configured successfully. Now I have one tutorial also. Just search Elastic Agent DevOps School. So here this tutorial will help you if you think you need some. So these are the commands at the top only, but these are the download. I mean, manually you can download the Elastic Agent and install it. But right now, because I have used the this one cloud, So I downloaded from the internet only. But if you have a hosted Elastic ELK solution, if you create, you have to do this and stuff like that. These are the commands. So please remember that, all this stuff. Okay. And some more information about the certificates. And here you don't have to worry about certificate because cloud is certificate email HTTPS. See, so that's okay. So this is the one. Now let's explore the data. And here all the metrics from the machines will come. So now you see here, you are looking the infrastructure inventory. This is the machine IP address, and just a couple of minutes of data you might have got it. CPU uses still is building this, so you can do that. Load memory user disk, see meta information. Alerting we have not configured right now. Services, nothing is running. This matrix is completed. Metadata again, if you see for that machines, matrices from that machines, here you can see CPU, memory, network, disk, and log rotates. These are the processes running in this machine. Okay, out of his Elastic agent is important one, the one which logs started getting from last couple of minutes. See here. So these are the logs. You can see the locations also. These are bar system logs actually, and file bit logs. Okay. So now you go to the infrastructure, click on the host. This is how you manage this, configure the host monitoring. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a few more options here. If you go to the add data, you can add a Kubernetes also. We don't have a Kubernetes clusters right now, but the same, it will be something similar. In the Kubernetes this agent will become a pod running as a daemon and so on. Okay. So now we are going to do this monitoring APM. Okay. So in APM, let's say first start with sorry, applications. In application, they have put it, combine it all together. So here they have APM, here you have synthetic. Okay, under this you have user experience is here. So they should add it there also, but it's a separate actually. So that's the reason. In your mind, follow this way. Info monitoring, just now we did. Logs, just now we did. Next APM, synthetic, RAM. Collect this all data. Security, I'm not covering right now. So collect all this data, then store it, which is we have this place to store, and then explore dashboard and alert. So now you can go for the application traces, which is APM. Okay, you can start from here also, it's up to you, or you can start from here also. There's a two option given. Okay, now which are the languages supports? So see here, Node, Django, Python, basically Flask, Ruby, Rack, JavaScript, Go, Java, .NET, and some of this stuff. So this is the stuff. So I'll show you the Java because that's mostly used in our environment, right? And so on. So for that, what we need to do conceptually, we have to remember the same thing. Whatever you see here, this is basically to run one simple applications. This application just to test this, but typically we don't run it like that. We run it through what do you say? We run it through Tomcat or WebLogic or something framework. We use this. Okay, so let me do this again. If you see here, Elastic APM DevOpsSchool quickly I'm not able to locate. I'll send you a little bit later that tutorial. Let me show you the demo. So go to and install Tomcat, Java, install DevOpsSchool. Okay, so I'm installing the Java first.
So, if I run it with a Docker also, automatically the same agent will be able to collect the information, right?
In the Docker image, you have to feed this library. Let me show you.
Uh-huh.
This library, what we have, where is that? This library jar file, which you see, APM jar
Okay,
file, you have to feed into the
Docker.
Docker image. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm installing the Java. Okay, done. Now I'll download the Tomcat. Tomcat is a framework for running Java applications. So opt wget. Now unzip. Ah, it's not there. Now I will go inside this bin folder, give the permission chmod 755, and this is startup script which you can run. Now IP address 8080. Okay, so this is a Tomcat. So what I'm doing, same thing. APM, typically we do the same thing. If you remember, we have to feed that into this. So let me show you the architecture. This is the VM. Inside that we install the Java JVM runtime. Then we install Tomcat. Tomcat, we have applications. This is the Tomcat. This is Java. This is Linux. And this applications you have to get in, but you know that some applications you got free of cost. So I'm going to use that one instead of installing the new one. So go to web app and it's not accessible because of permission denied. And I will vi. I will remove this so it's accessible from outside also, and within a few seconds Done. So now we got the applications. Now what we have to feed here, we have to feed the jar file of agent. This jar file is important. Okay. So how do we feed? That's I am showing you. So go to the OPT. Now create one directory, let's say Elastic agent. Go to the Elastic. Okay. Elastic is there. Let me check if I can use that one. So this is the agent. Let's create one directory here only. APM. So one place it will be there. Now what should I do inside this directory? You install the agent, Elastic agent, right? That has created this directory. So APM. This can be any other directories also. Now you have to download this jar file. Okay. So copy, wget, enter. What is this? So this is the jar file. Now you have to use this jar file in a class path. This is the APM jar file. Okay, so what do we do? So now if you see here, they're asking first thing I did. Now you have to add in the class path. So how can you add it? So there are many ways to do that. Okay, there are many ways to do that, and here what you see is like a command line, but typically this option we don't use it. This is just for the quick trial. Okay, so first thing we need to download the policies configuration file basically. So these are the name, you can modify later. Okay, so choose policies. I can copy and hardcode, but I'm looking for something. So let me go for the documentations. Here you have a Docker information, but something I'm looking for. I got it. So I was looking for this one. Okay, because I didn't want it to create manually. So now what I will do, say match this. You need to understand conceptually. See, in this code, this is your application. Okay,
Yep.
I mean APM. This is not an application, APM, and this is your applications. Now you need to provide minimum entry, service name, secret token, your server URL, environment, and whatever the package you want to monitor. Okay, so this is the minimal requirements what you have. Now this is over the command line, you can pass it. Quick setup. But typically we don't do that. So what we do? So we use Tomcat or JBoss or something like that, right? So in that we use, here you have all options actually. This one you use Tomcat. So this one we are going to set up in the Tomcat. So same option, you see here, service name, package name, APM server URL, and all kind of things. Now you know what? I want to generate from here to this one. So I don't want to do manually. Let's use ChatGPT. Create a Tomcat configurations for Elastic APM agent for using following data. So this create, give me that ready-made. I don't have to copy paste. Done. So this is the data I want. So this will be set in the Tomcat. So let's verify your service name. You can give it DevOpsSchool. Token, this one they copied from here.
Secret token.
Yeah. And URL, environment, you just name it dev, and package you have to specify whichever the package you want to do that. If you are not sure, you can ignore this file for time being. Okay. So this is done. Now what I will do, go to the Tomcat. I have to connect one more time. Ubuntu. Go to UPT, go to Apache, and go to the bin. And here you create setenv. Setenv is Tomcat standard file, but this one I don't have the path right now. Just a second. ls opt elastic something was there, no, apm, and this file. So this is the file. Done. So this is the apm configuration. Because I'm not sure about this, so I don't have to provide it. Automatically it will manage everything. And just create here set env.sh, enter, paste it, everything should be good. And now chmod 755 set env.sh, done. Now I'm going to stop this Tomcat and then start it again. Okay, now I'll check whether the agent is running set in the class path or not. So I'll search for the grep. Say it's there. So that means it's got loaded, correct? So it's working fine. So now everything is done. Now any traffic which you create here for okay, any traffic you create for these are the sample application. Now you should capture the traces and send to Elastic Cloud, whatever, right? So like this. So now let's check it out. So I did this means in another way and launch API. See, DevOps school has come now. Got the few data. Environment, you see dev. Remember I passed the dev here. And applications. And click on this. I have generated just few random traffic. And if you see that here, only example, right? Hello world. I click multiple F5, 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 F5. So now you can see this here. See this. This is the one. Hello world example. And few other also I clicked. So these are the transaction throughput, failed transaction rate, errors. If this application dependent on this, time spent by span type, instance latency, top instance where it's run, and complete details you have here. Right now, just I showed you, but in the real you have to run thousands of traffic through Apache meter, Apache JMeter or something. It will be good. Are you understanding?
Yep.
So this is the way you can get it. So we have enabled the API. Now let me show the synthetic. Synthetic for that, go to the, you can go to here also. Click here. Here also is there, and under the application also you'll see. So synthetic, I want to check some website whether it's running or not. So let's say my website is rajeshkumar.xyz, and I want to check this whether it's running or not. Okay. So can we check this? So go to multi-steps or single steps. I mean multi-steps also you can do that, or single steps also you can do that. It's up to you. HTTP ping, TCP ping, ICP-MP ping, all these tests you have it. So right now, single page I'm going for it. Multi-page if you do, then 2-3 pages you get response from one pages and then more. So all these things you can do that. So single page right now. URL for Rajesh Kumar and assertion. What is assertion? So assertion basically, uh, whenever you hit to this page, no, some text are there or not. So let's say I will check this is assertion over 15 years. Uh, but I'll make it wrong 16, which is not there. Now this test which will hit to this URL from where you want to check. So you have a multiple supports. These are the supports are there. I'll check it from the India. Okay, only one location. And because I'm testing right now, I don't have the patience. Actually, that's a problem. So every 1 minute, bad. This is the bad setting. Okay, you get a huge traffic actually. I mean, every 1 minute unnecessary traffic. Every 5 minutes it should be good. But right now, doing that. And few options are there. And create monitor. You can. I missed the running the test, but probably you can run it from here also. Okay. So alert is not being sent. Why? Because we have not configured it. Yeah, it's a new account, so done. So now if you go here, click on the synthetic monitor. I have only one monitor right now, and this monitor, you see up, down, disabled, pending. It has not run so far. Just wait for a couple of seconds and you should be having. So like this, you can monitor the uptime, downtime, all this thing here. Are you understanding?
Yep.
So this is the way. Now, so what we did as part of the discussion, we did infra monitoring, collection, logs, APM, synthetic. Now let's do the RAM also. So for the RAM, what you need to do, RAM is like a digital, real user monitoring. And for that, you need to embed some JavaScript in your each pages of your website. I said each pages. Now how to embed in the each pages, that's a different questions. But right now, just for the demo, I'm showing you one page. Because once you are using framework like Laravel, Spring Boot and all, they'll dynamically insert into the each pages. That's a programming discussion actually. Okay, but just I want to show you how it works. So where is that? So go to the add data. Here we don't have it, I guess. So go to the applications, user experience. This is the one. Okay, and you see enable RAM and stuff like that. So add RAM data. So there are many options are there, and I'm looking for RAM, which is yes. Here you see. Actually, you know what? Don't get confused. This is they combine the APM and RAM together. So don't consider it as like a fully RAM. Okay, it's APM also, the one which we used last time. And here, if you go to this part, this is RAM. This alone is RAM. Okay. So what do we do? So I need some JavaScript code which I need to embed it. Now they are giving npm, which I don't want. They are saying a instant in the backend, which I don't want. So do you have any? This one. So they are saying, hey, we install this one in the backend, and my applications will also. I mean, basically, you want to connect APM. Understand that APM for this you have to do this and RAM together. Then, but I don't want to do the APM because I've done it. So for that matter, what you need to do? Only this one. Okay. So this will enable the RAM. So let me show you how to do that. This is Rajesh Kumar. I'm writing the service name. Okay. Now this is something dangerous because this is good, but I want this one to be public one. So I'm thinking how to get it. This is the URL. They should have been given actually, and they will give it, but I'm just looking for where. Let me check. I think here it is. So so many options we have, but I'm sure I'm just looking for which one. So let me try this one. The problem is I don't want to download. I'm looking at the web, and looking for the web. Just give me 2 seconds. My God.
Hmm.
Okay, no problem. So what I will do, I'll just find out some workaround. Elastic. Now what I will do, download, because I don't want to download in my server. That is the problems. Wrong. So this is the script, and I want to use it here. But there's a problem actually. It's so long. Okay, let's use it. It should work. If it is not, then we'll see. Okay. Let me check if this is working or not. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so this is the one. This is the code, JavaScript code. Typically, you will have hosted somewhere in your local or some S3 or something, and good to go. So what do we do? So go to your website. So now let me go to my website. I'm checking where exactly Rajesh Kumar is hosted. I don't know. Yeah, this is the website, and here is the index.html. One page I am embedding. Okay, only one page, and go to the bottom section of it. And if you see this one, this code which you say it's already embedded, but which code? I mean, from where? I don't know actually. Font is so small. This code is from, my God, I cannot read also. I think this is from the app dynamics, I guess. Yeah, leave it as it is. I should delete, by the way, but I'm very lazy little bit after demo. So so manually this is embedding. Now what will happen? The script will run in my any in traffic which will come to my website, which is rajeshkumar.xyz. Okay, it will report back to this place. What do you say? Here. So launch this one. So here it should come one more application, Rajesh Kumar. And basically you should combine the EPM and the RAM together, but I did not do that actually because here is a Java and there we have a different applications. So here in a couple of seconds it will come, and then you'll start seeing the complete details. Understood?
Yeah, I'm a little confused actually. So the application layer could be same, but we just want to monitor it in a different way. Like synthetic monitoring is like we just do the uh, DNS that is hosted on a public, right? I mean,
Okay.
what
It's
is the
a
difference actually?
good
I mean,
question.
the purpose is.
Huh. So this is a typically we get confusion actually, and you need to clear. So there is a in the digital experience. Typically, we call it a digital experience. Okay, or
Mm,
sometimes they will call it application monitoring also. Don't go by the word. Okay, whatever I'm explaining you, keep in your mind. Okay, a different company they do in different ways. So as part of this, we have a three types of. I mean, basically, you want to collect the trace. Okay,
mm,
trace. Now, how do we collect the trace and from what sources? That is the things.
okay.
So if you want inside application, then we use APM.
Mm,
And for that only we embedded a jar in application. If you remember this one, if you remember
mm, mm,
this image, jar inside your code, application code. Correct
mm,
now? So
yeah,
if you want the traces from the applications inside application, then
mm,
APM. Now you have so many endpoints, website, domain, server, API address. How do you monitor that? APM is not good.
mm,
Synthetic. So you remember rajeshkumar.com is up or
mm,
not? How we are monitoring? Let me show you that. Again, go to the synthetic. See here, Rajesh Kumar. See, it's a down. Why it's down? Actually, it's not down. But any idea why
the
it's down?
16 years.
Because
16 years.
16, assertion I put it 16. You can correct it and then go to the monitor. How to edit? Edit and 15. I have to update this website from long time. I'm not updated. Yeah. So now if you see that this is monitoring endpoints. So you have a, let's say, database, some website, some IP address, some services which you want to endpoint, network and all, then you can do synthetic. Got it? See, this is the traffic.
Mm,
See, complete failed script or whatever it is. See that. And this many, see, every minute I tried, right? See, response time was 52.7 seconds from Mumbai. Correct now?
do we get
So
a network breakdown? Yeah.
yes, yes. Click on this,
Like,
each of this. Yeah, see here. See the complete
okay.
details.
Mm,
So this is the like endpoint monitoring, uptime
mm,
monitoring typically also you can call it. So don't get
mhm,
confused over there. So that's a this is clear synthetic uptime monitoring.
mm, yep.
Yeah, RAM monitoring what we do. So
Mm,
RAM monitoring is user monitoring, not your infrastructure monitoring. No, user monitoring. Who's coming in your website? Let's say rajeshkumar.xyz, some customer I have hit it. So now the owner of this application wants to know my user
uh,
is coming from where, which location, what browser they are using. Okay,
mm,
what browser they are using. It's not enablers.
oh,
Okay, what device they are using, how much time they spent, which pages they have visited.
okay.
So you know Google Analytics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's a
Okay,
RAM.
got it. Got it.
So so again, I'll put it in this way. For APM, you need to add some code inside your application. Please remember, code means the jar file which I added in my case. For
Mm,
synthetic monitoring, no coding is required, just endpoint required, and put it in the website. For the RAM, you have because you are monitoring user experience, right? So for that, you have to add a JavaScript in your front end code. Front end means HTML and all kind of things. Got it?
mm, yep.
So this is the things. So now after this, you have to go and work on the alerts because some of the data is you have got it. Let me create some alerts. Manage rules. So these are the synthetic rule automatically get created. You can create a more rule, depends on what information. So I have infrastructure metric threshold. Now I will select the matrix which is CPU. Okay, and if above 10%, then create alert. This is a rule actually. Okay, I'm creating. You can add a more condition. There's only one condition I added, like this, and you can group it also. Lots of features you have it, and add action. So here you add a rule, and here you are actions means email or whatever it is. So typically you can create a cases incident in Kibana, or send an email, or do some AI operations also recently added. So adding a email, so DevOps at the rate of Rajesh Kumar dot xyz, CPU high. I'm just faking out, and some email context is already there. You should modify. These are all the variables. So template is there. You can also write it. Add actions. More actions you can add it, and create rule. So this way I created a alert. Inside that I added a rule, and now the moment that will match, you will get a alerts here. Actually, it automatically triggered actually. Understood?
Yep.
So here you can create a dashboard. Some of the dashboard you got at the default free dashboard, you can solve it, but you can create your own dashboard. Name this dashboard, and in the dashboard you want KQL means Kibana query language. Okay, and this is supported. This dashboard is from the Kibana itself, so KQL is supported. So you can do whatever you want. So let's say on CPU, explore, add. Here it is. This is the one. You can call it a graph. You can add it multiple graph also. See, so this is the one dashboard, and you can save this. Name the dashboard DevOps School, and keep adding whatever you have. So now let's take this time memories.
So Kibana is the only dashboard solution, is it?
Yeah, Kibana only they have incorporated here. Uh, le- Let me remind you. Earlier, these all were separate
Hmm.
component. This was separate. At the observability part, the one which I'm showing you, they have combined everything together at one place. Okay.
Sure.
So this way you can create things. Here you have a discover. You can explore anything. Um, Here metrics you can explore, APM you can explore, logs you can explore. So let's say logs, if you're looking for something which is with the error, so you can search for it. There's no line as such. So like that.
So, like, is it possible, like, I take your Prometheus data and uh, set it up with Kibana?
Yes, very much. Yeah.
Okay.
Prometheus data you can use as a back. Prometheus is a database. You can
Hmm.
use for any front end, Kibana, Grafana, AWS Cloud. Also, I mean, typically you can take anything. It's like a database. Any front end you can.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, just do this, check it out, and see how it goes. Let me delete the this one because it will keep hitting, and this will be problem for me. is every minutes, right?
Actually, I have a particular use case. So it's like, suppose I need to collect some host level information.
Uh-huh.
Um, I mean infrastructure monitoring like GC log and all, and
Mm-hmm.
that I need it. Let's say for a container based application, like on a pod, different containers are running, and then I
Mm-hmm.
need to pull the JVM data for each of these pods.
Just
So,
do one thing. Send me
uh-huh.
this in the write-up as a
Okay,
requirement in the. I'll just check offline and let you know.
okay, sure. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so this is the Elastic Observability. It's a new version again. You try it out. Now you try it in the cloud only because everything is getting migrated to cloud. An old version, if you want, I have already showed you the place. You have a last year recordings, which you can just check it out.
Mm.
Okay, so